Wow. Tyson Fury's promoter says that Tyson Fury must endure a very frustrating wait for the Wilder trilogy. Even though he caused it, we're going to talk about that. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Throw a like on this video. That does go a long way when you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Use those indications to trigger the algorithm and let other people know of this video if you enjoyed him. Sky Sports, link in the description, says Tyson Fury must endure a very frustrating wait for a trilogy fight with Deontay Wilder set to be rescheduled in October. Now, this is very strange and abnormal, very peculiar wording that they would say Tyson Fury must endure a very frustrating wait, as if he's not the cause and the causation of why the Wilder trilogy fight has been postponed. So the title doesn't say anything about Deontay Wilder. So the UK, as I've seen it, their media is extremely biased. And I think this title shows that. It says Tyson Fury must endure a very frustrating wait. Can you imagine Wilder's frustration doing everything right in camp, managing his weight, even though it's a heavyweight, so they don't have a particular weight that they have to meet, and wanting to take Tyson Fury's head off, believing Tyson Fury cheated him out of the belt in the second fight, having to lasso and lawyer up and go through an arbitration only for Tyson Fury to fail a Rona test, they say. And there's a lot of skeptical things. Check out my video with Joseph Parker. One of the people named in this positive testing was Parker, yet he was at Conor McGregor's fight. You guys check that video. I'll put a link to that video at the end of this video, so stay to the end of this video so you can see that. So that seems like more frustration would be on Wilder's behalf, because this is the umpteenth time that Fury has done some kind of bogus game. You know, when Wilder was ready to do an immediate rematch, they fought in December on Showtime. Tyson Fury said, surprise, I'm signed with Tyson Fury Promotions and Queensberry Promotions, and we're going over to ESPN and Top Rank and taking tune-up fights. And then Wilder again had to go to an arbitration mediation process, sit through that legal standing, thinks he's getting Wilder this, or Wilder thinks he's getting Fury this month. Boom, Fury tests positive. It says the heavyweight champ was due to face Wilder, but there was an outbreak in camp, yada, yada, yada. Frank Warren's, Fury's UK promoter, confirmed the 32-year-old tested positive for the Rona, expects the new date to be finalized. He says, and I quote, "It's looking like sometime in October, which is a great shame and that has been postponed, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, they in the camp and himself got tested positive for Rona. There's nothing we could do about it. It's the times we live in. So the fight is pushed back." Very frustrating. Really frustrating for Tyson. It says very frustrating, really frustrating for Tyson. By the time he gets in the ring, he will have been out for nearly 20 months. That's a long, long time. To me, it sounds like Team Fury is already mentioning and building their case for an argument for if Wilder beats him in the trilogy fight, that third fight, stating, hey, Tyson Fury had the Rona. Hey, Tyson Fury was on a 20-month layoff. This is all his fault. If he didn't pursue Joshua and he agreed to make good on his pact and promise, which the arbitrator made him do, which is fight Wilder again, then none of this would have happened. But it was Tyson Fury who tried to abandon the third fight, the trilogy fight with Wilder, and that's it. This article starts talking about Dillian Whyte. I'm definitely skipping over that. Bro, Dillian Whyte is not even the mandatory. So that's neither here nor there. And this is sad in boxing media when you're seeing people advocate for Dillian Whyte instead of Tyson Fury versus Wilder. So 1 minute they say Wilder has no hope and no chance against Fury. Then Fury looks like the guy who's not ready. He looks, we were hearing rumors that Fury was getting beat up in sparring. And then now all of a sudden he pulls out and says he's not ready. Look, he had black eyes from sparring, you know, unless he has a domestic violence issue or something. So he has black eyes, and we were hearing, and he frequently had black eyes, and then mysteriously the fight gets pushed back. I mean, this is just a bad look. But what can you expect from Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury has a history of this, right? Klitschko postponed, right? Deontay Wilder. It says Fury was scheduled to rematch October 29th, Manchester Arena, Fury's hometown. So Klitschko is going to do the rematch since he lost in Fury's hometown. However, the bout was postponed in late June after Fury pulled out, saying he sprained his ankle during a training session and a run, and told his doctor told him to lay off about 6 weeks. This man has a history of this. Vladimir Klitschko totally disappointed. So he has a history of disappointing fighters. What a coincidence when he's scheduled. So let's be very clear with this. And I want to be transparent with you. Smash the like button. Tyson Fury's best resume names on his whole career: Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder. Both times, both of these opponents, he's played games where conveniently before the fight, he's postponing the fight, right? You guys see it right there. Vladimir Klitschko, Tyson Fury postponed, heavyweight rematch on hold. This was back in 2016. Now that we're in the era of Rona, this is just the easy out and the new thing you can claim, where it's supposed to be this gray area where nobody outside of people like myself who don't believe it are supposed to question it or say anything because it's plausible. But people wouldn't doubt Fury if he didn't have a history of always being into some shady stuff. Martin Carefoot, Nandrolone, Wild Boar, failed drug tests, cocaine, weird comments, pulling out with Klitschko and postponing the bout, only to find out he failed drug tests, yada, yada, yada. Tyson Fury, Vladimir Klitschko canceled. Klitschko 2 postponed. And keep in mind, he never actually fought Vladimir Klitschko because he went into this hiatus because he failed a drug test. Tyson Fury postpones Vladimir Klitschko rematch. Tyson Fury says he's injured. I mean, the clues are all there. When a person tells you who they are, you gotta believe them. This seems all too convenient for Tyson Fury. I'm showing you. This article is more than 5 years old. So I'm glad that they put that, just to put it in a perspective for you. So 5 years ago, same thing. See, there was no Rona back then, because he probably would have said, I can't fight Klitschko because I have the Rona back then. But now it's a thing. The Rona is plausible. So that becomes the latest thing. Before it was an injury. Now we're in the times of the Rona. And Top Rank, both of their main events, Teofimo, Tyson Fury, they both conveniently had the Rona, huh? You know? So Tyson Fury, Wilder postponed. I mean, this is just a mess. This is a mess. I wish Wilder could just sue him and not even fight him at this point. Fury tests positive with the Rona. And so many things wrong with this. According to new reports, they're saying that Tyson Fury, right, tested positive with the Rona, but Bob Arum assured the world that nothing would happen with this fight because he was assured that Tyson Fury was taking safety protocols and that Tyson Fury was vaccinated. Come to find out, new reports suggest that he wasn't in fact vaccinated, and he lied about a full 2-dose vaccination. I mean, this man can't be trusted. You guys can say whatever you want. This is extremely disappointing for sports fans. And now we got to wait till October on behalf of Fury. It's just ridiculous because they're saying they don't want to step on the toes of Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao, or a fight with Canelo Alvarez possibly in September. So now Fury has made the game wait. I mean, I don't see how you guys believe this is a respectable champ. A guy who's been a champ over 2 years in its totality when you add up the times he's been a champion, and he has 0 title defenses. Let me know in the comment section. I don't see how articles are coming out talking about Fury's frustration. Imagine Wilder. He had to do all this stuff, basically sue Fury, all this for Fury to be negligent and, you know, test positive. He's walking around Vegas with a Versace robe and the same Versace shirt. He's doing interviews, shaking hands, popping up these different places, eating restaurants and not wearing a mask. I mean, it's like, what is this man doing? A multi-million-dollar fight. I wish Deontay Wilder and Fox would just sue him. I really do. Because at this point, I feel Fury's not even a trustworthy person that you would even want to do business with. So just sue the pants off of him. That's what I honestly feel. He really can't be trusted. I mean, he's the type to wait till October and then say he's retiring or something weird. And then Wilder's just sitting here wasting away thinking he's going to get revenge. And then it's another charade with Fury. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Throw a like on this video. We working.